Amazon is already king of the cloud, and now it's looking to conquer the chips. The tech giant is now working on a new networking chip. That's according to the information. This chip would power the hardware switches that move data around networks. And if it works, it could reduce Amazon's reliance on Broadcom. And no surprise here, Broadcom is lower in today's trade. But how much of a risk is this really for Hock Tan's company? Bernstein's Stacy Rasgon tells me, in theory, Amazon certainly has the size and the scale to pull this off, but there would be challenges. Broadcom's tech works well, he says, and it's sticky. Broadcom, by the way, does not call out Amazon as a significant customer. But Amazon's move here represents a much broader trend. Big tech companies, from Apple to Google to Microsoft, aren't just chip customers anymore. They are now chip designers themselves, and for good reason. Bringing chip design in-house can translate into real benefits like lower costs and better performance. There are risks, though. It is expensive. It can cost hundreds of millions of dollars to design and build a leading-edge chip. For their part, the traditional chip companies obviously recognize this trend, and they are responding with investments and bold acquisitions of their own. It's why NVIDIA, Stacy Rasgon says, is buying ARM for $40 billion, and why AMD, we know, is buying Xilinx for $35 billion. Back to you all.
Hey, Josh, very interesting stuff there. A lot of companies thinking about making their own chips. I think one of the questions is, would that production be here in the U.S. or would it be overseas? And if it is overseas, are they worried about some of the supply chain issues that they're seeing now?
Yeah, so Amazon would obviously, Frank, be designing this chip. Again, according to information, they would have to outsource that to a manufacturer. That is a big discussion going on right now. We know where most chip manufacturing goes on in the world. It is overseas. It is in Taiwan with TSMC. It is in Korea with Samsung, though we know Intel, under the new direction of Pat Gelsinger, he has some new ambitious plans. He intends to be a very competitive foundry himself. Of course, recently announced he's going to put $20 billion to work to build those two new chip plants in Arizona, guys.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.